like I said before, you have to take care of yourself. It is so important because if you run yourself down and your body starts to shut down on you, then what?
Right.
Then who's going to be there to A, help you,
Right.
and A, continue to do the job that you've been doing to help everybody else that you've been helping and caring for and seeing about and checking on.
Hello, I'm Rochelle Fosu. Welcome to the Life of a Caregiver, Season 2. Today I have with me Miss Dawn Walker. She is an amazing caregiver and she's had quite a bit of experience. Welcome to the show, Dawn.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. We appreciate your time. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Born and raised in New Jersey. I am 44 years old, active member of my church, Calvary Baptist Church in Morristown. Love volunteering. Now it's called Nourish NJ, but I am the captain of the team for Calvary Baptist Church, where I help volunteer with the soup kitchen. I sing in a couple choirs. I like traveling, movies, music.
Quite an active woman. That's awesome. Now, I mean, that makes it hard to caregive. Because, no, seriously. And this is an important point because I consider myself a very active person.
Mm-hmm.
And there was so much that I had to put on hold, right?
Yes.
To be able to caregive effectively. And we don't honestly talk about that, but we should.
Yes.
And I love you for that reason because you make sure to remind us all that we have to do self-care. So tell me a little bit about your thoughts around that.
Actually, just in different aspects of life, being a caregiver, just for family, I think we're all born to give, and some people just hone on it more than others. But for me, I've always been, since I don't have biological kids, I'm Auntie Dawn to everybody. So I was always there. Auntie Dawn can babysit. Auntie Dawn will help you. And then as I got older, I'm like the mother figure with all my friends. So I've always had like that motherly instinct to care and take care of people. So when some family members got sick or ill, it kind of just, that's what you do. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how I was raised. So you just you take care of your loved ones.
Now tell us about who you're caring for right now.
Right now, I would say my mother.
Right.
She's able to take care of herself, but she has been in and out of the hospital with certain health issues. And then also my boyfriend, he's been in and out of the hospital with certain health issues as well. Sometimes they're in the hospital a month apart for one another. So it's seeing her, seeing him, hospital visits, following up with doctors, just checking, trying to be there, and still trying to live your normal life.
Wow.
So it is a full plate, but you do have to take time for yourself because you have to regroup. You have to make sure your energy level is there. You have to make sure you're healthy because you can't take care of anybody if you're not well yourself.
Right.
So I'm all about taking time I go see a movie by myself. Or if I need to, I go to a concert by myself. Well, this is before we still shut down for COVID, but still, you always take time to take care of yourself when you're caring for others.
I love that. Because, no, honestly, it's a real challenge for most caregivers. And it's not a good thing, right? I mean, because sometimes people talk about it in the context of, well, how come she's doing something for herself, when this person is ill? Let's be real. But the truth of the matter is we have to do that to continue to care.
Yes.
And tell us your thinking behind that, really, because that's something that I think a lot of caregivers can really benefit from.
Just to benefit for yourself. 2 years ago, my father passed. And that's when there really came into play of self-care because, again, hospital visits, when he was in the nursing home, going to see how he was doing. It takes a toll on you in every aspect of your life. So you're still working 40 hours a week. You're still trying to do all your extra stuff that you like to do. But like I said before, you have to take care of yourself. It is so important because if you run yourself down and your body starts to shut down on you, then what?
Right.
Then who's going to be there to A, help you,
right,
and A, continue to do the job that you've been doing to help everybody else that you've been helping and caring for and seeing about and checking on.
It's so important.
And it's very important to have family or friends. And I have a lot of my girlfriends are like family to be there to support you. So you need to let people know what's going on, how you're feeling. And a lot of my friends, they know I ask for just simple prayers. And I need this done. If you could help me. And they were always willing and wanted to help. They're like, Dawn, I'm here for you if you need us. So I treasure my friends and my family a great deal because it's not easy to balance it all.
I love it. I love that you ask for help. Ask for help. Ask for help. Because as caregivers, we tend to be in this tunnel where we think we're by ourselves. And there are people around, but they don't really know how to help.
Right.
So often they don't say anything because they don't know what we need. So it's important to be able to ask, I need this specific help on this specific thing, prayers, or I need this person taken to the doctor today because I have to work and I can't leave early. Whatever it is, you have to be specific about what you're asking for and ask for the help. And you have to care for yourself. I happen to know Dawn, and so I know when she says it that she walks the walk about self-care. And I really wish that I was anywhere close to that when I was caregiving. I really wasn't, truth be told. So let's talk about caring for two people at once, because I think that's unique to you, but not unique to a lot of people out there, where, you have an aging parent, for instance, who starts to need care. And then you have a significant other, a partner, a friend that also needs your care at the same time. Let's talk about that. Maybe you can think of a story, something that's happened that kind of had you feeling like, my God, I cannot be in two places at once, but I have to be, or some variation of that.
I think I tried to assess who needs me more.
Right.
I would go home on my lunch break to check up on my mom. And she was still very independent when she came home, but she'd be like, are you checking up on me? And I'm like, yes, but no, but did you take your medicine? Did you eat lunch today? How are you feeling today? And okay, I got to go. So if I was able to check on her during my lunch break, then I had enough time to go check on James. So you kind of just balance it in between, your work hours, what you have to do, and you just go with the flow. But when you're tired, you tell them both, I'm tired. I'm not coming to visit you today. I need a break.
And
you have to not also advocate for them. You have to advocate for yourself. Ooh. Because you feel it. Your body is like torn. Dawn, you're here. Dawn, you're there. Dawn, you're stretching yourself to the limits where your body is going to say, hey, I'm going to shut down if you don't sit down and stop running around. So you make sure you have these conversations to let them know beforehand, hey, I'm tired today. I was busy at work. I am overwhelmed. I can't do it. I'm going to call you. I'll try to come see you tomorrow when my day is less full, and that's how I had to do it, because I didn't have time to beat around the bush.
Right.
And I'm known as I'm a tough love. Because I have to tell you what I mean, and I mean what I say. So when I say I'm not coming because I'm tired, I'm tired.
Right.
To the point where I'm going to fall out. Like I can't drive. You're just exhausted. So like I said, it's very important you take care of yourself. You have to be upfront with the person. When my father was still alive, I remember having a conversation with him because for some reason he took all the children off the list to be identified when something goes wrong. And I don't remember how I was notified, but I came in and I found out and I said, you cannot remove your children from the list. We need to know what's going on with you at all times. So I had a very curt heart to heart with my father, so much so that he called my mother and said, Dawn means business. And I said, absolutely.
Wow.
Because I love you. I want you here, but you still have to comply.
Right.
You still have to do what's right. And if I'm taking the time to come see about you, I need you to do the right thing.
Right. Wow. I love that, because sometimes we let the fact that a person is ill, right? We excuse some behavior.
Yes.
Let me just put it that way.
Yes.
We excuse some behavior. And some of it is understandable because they're ill, but some of it is them pushing the limits still.
Right.
And I remember somebody saying this to me, that, even when you lose a person, you tend to kind of idealize what they were. And so you never remember the bad things they did, only the good things, right? Same concept, which is we just don't see anymore that some of what they may be doing is not excusable. And so I love that you're saying that, but more importantly, I don't think I've heard this very often. And I've talked to a lot of people, which is around the concept of, we talk about advocating for our loved ones all the time. But I love this idea of advocating for yourself as a caregiver. I mean, that's kind of what we're trying to do here.
Yes.
But you said it most boldly and the best way I've heard it said, which is advocate for yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Right? And it's not because we view it as selfish.
Right.
But because it's necessary.
It's a necessity for yourself. Part of survival.
I love that.
Because you will fall apart if you don't say, wait a minute.
Right.
I need to exhale.